For Thought with Professor David Ndetey.
It is Food for Thought with Professor Ndetey. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have been talking about eating disorders, and it's been quite an educative conversation. I bet you didn't know some of these things. Well, this week we wrap up this conversation as we pick up from where we left off last week. Is there a spiritual angle to this? Being a pastor, I have to ask because in the Bible, I see who was it? Was it Nebuchadnezzar?
It was Nebuchadnezzar.
Yes.
Yeah.
He went out there and ate grass and lived like an animal. You know. So I'm just wondering.
To answer your question, I will put it this way. I do not rule out God in any situation. Yeah. And even before we go into the issues of spirituality, we know counseling is effective.
Yes.
And can be very, very effective. And when you do counseling, what really happens in the rest of the system is that you kind of feel peace. You come to terms with whatever situation you are going through.
Yeah.
Okay? You can achieve that through counseling. But if your beliefs are such that it gives you peace. It gives you peace of mind. You have achieved the same results.
Very true.
Okay, yeah? And how does it happen? It happens this way, that when you have peace, whether through counseling or whether through your spiritual beliefs, it comes with it some immunological changes. Okay? And when you start talking about immunological changes, what are you talking about? You are talking about physical medicine. You are talking about medicine. Yeah. So a person, say with the diabetes, for example, we know that diabetes and stress are very, very related, very much related. So if you are able to control stress through counseling, or you are able to control stress through religious beliefs that there is somebody out there who is in charge, therefore you need not worry, the effects are the same.
Yeah.
In other words, I'm telling you this. I know there are big studies at a university called Duke University in Texas. And I have been there and I've seen what they do. Does religion have any effect on your health?
Yeah.
And does prayer?
Does prayer have any effect on you?
Yes. Does prayer have any effect on you? And they have been able to demonstrate yes. And then demonstrate it in a laboratory situation.
Oh.
Yeah. And that because of prayer, these chemical changes occur in the brain or in your body. And these chemical changes are therapeutic. It enhances your immunity. Why did God tell people to wash hands before? Because God knew there were things called bacteria.
Yes.
Which we did not know about.
By then they had no idea.
They had no idea.
Yes. Now we know.
Now we know. Yeah.
Right. True.
Why did people tell people don't touch a person who is a leper? Yeah. Because there are those bacteria and it was transmittable. Did we know about those things? No, we didn't know about them. We didn't know about those types of bacteria at that particular time. Why is that people were, where is that for a long time people have boiled, just before you get to Malindi, on the right, there's a very big, famous historical site where Arabs used to live some time back, and then a time came when they left. Is it possible that during those times somebody had cholera, and I knew it happened at a place in very near Bagamoyo, where there was an outbreak of a disease, which they didn't know what it was, and it wiped that civilization. And you know, they didn't know that human waste had bacteria, or you could transmit a disease using human waste. Is it this because there was an outbreak of cholera, and we did not know that it was? Yeah. So there are very many things, I think, things that practice that were taught to people. They had no explanation at all why this should be the case. But now we know.
But now we can give a medical explanation.
We can now give a medical explanation.
Okay.
Recently, is it 1843? 1843, I think 3rd of September. There's this famous guy called, what is it, Fleming, somebody who discovered penicillin accidentally. And before this man discovered, we were 1943, it's only recent, isn't it? 1943.
1943.
It's not even 100 years.
Yeah.
When Alexander Fleming, it was, who discovered penicillin accidentally. Big discoveries accidentally. Accidentally, well.
Yes, I know what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, is somebody somewhere allowing you this kind of knowledge, and you call it accidentally. When you discovered penicillin, actually from some kind of moths, kind of fungus that grows naturally. So what I'm saying is that let us not rule out religion. Yes.
Okay.
I think there is no contradiction. As a matter of fact, in 1947, again, not a long time ago, when they were forming the World Health Organization, 1948, 49, but discussion started in 1948, they had asked technocrats. Technocrats are people who are scientists, and they understand the condition from different perspectives, and they wanted to define what health is. Okay, and they said health is complete physical, psychological, social, and religious well-being. They included those four. Now, when it went to the politicians, they said, we don't want to hear about religion. We stick to the first three.
Okay.
And these people, technocrats, made that decision on the basis of observations. But having said that, right now, Duke University, they are doing this kind of research, and they are showing that there is a connection.
Wow. Professor, before we finish, there's one more that I came across. I thought it's very, very interesting. Rumination disorder. Came across something called rumination disorder, and this is where people regurgitate food. You ate, you bring up the food again, you chew it again like a cow. And either you spit it out or you swallow it again. Is that an eating disorder?
Most likely a neurological disorder.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because when the cows regurgitate, I want to assume, and you know, you all go, and when you go to the pen where they are, all of them, they are resting, they are regurgitating.
You're having a party.
Like you're having a party. That is kind of a neurological, in my view, that some kind of nerves, I think it's the same process that probably occurs, even as time, when you vomit. It's a neurological disorder. The chemical changes that instead of pushing things down this way,
they bring them up.
They bring that.
Wow. Professor, my time is up. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
For your time. I keep saying every time I come here, I go back with more knowledge than I came with. So thank you so much for allowing us to keep having this conversation.
Most welcome.
Awesome.
Yes, and once again, thank you very much, mothers.
Yes, mothers, for ensuring we eat. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the time we have. I hope that this series has been a blessing to you, and I pray that you've been able to learn something where eating disorders are concerned. Until next time, have a great day and God bless you.
Food for Thought with Professor David Bitte.
Thank you for watching. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get notified whenever we upload new fresh content every day. Stay tuned and enjoy fresh, uplifting content.